Alright guys, so let's remember our cranial nerves by drawing our cranial nerve face. So I saw a video on this on TikTok by a med student and it has stuck with me for quite some time now. I have used this when I'm tutoring my students for NCLEX, and I've also used this to help me get through my nurse practitioner test. Sorry about my camera. Now, if you are studying for the NCLEX, remember, you need to know a little bit about it a lot. You're practicing safely. They want to make sure that you are a competent novice nurse. So don't dive in and remember all the functions of the cranial nerves. Have a general idea. You remember this, draw it out a few times, and then move on. All right? So I'm going to play the video for you. Hope you learned something. Follow for more. So let's start off with cranial nerve 1, where we have our nose. It's responsible for smell, olfactory. Cranial nerve 2 is optic, so we're going to draw our 2 eyes. Cranial nerve 3 is oculomotor. It says it in the name, oculomotor. It's responsible for eye movements. Cranial nerve 4 is trochlear, and it's responsible for our downward eye movements. Cranial nerve 5 is trigeminal. That's responsible for facial sensory and also chewing. 6 is our abducens, which is responsible for lateral eye movement, so eyes and motor. Cranial nerve 7, commonly tested on NCLEX, is our facial nerve. When you have Bell's palsy and you have a facial droop, this is cranial nerve 7. 8 is our vestibular cochlear. Let's think about ears. Now, 9, 10, and 12 are all about the mouth and the tongue. So 9 is taste, which is our glossopharyngeal. 10 is vagus. This is important because it's responsible for our gag reflex. So I always say when you go to Vegas, you're there to swallow yummy food and nice drinks. And then 12, which is our hypoglossal, which is responsible for motor movements of the tongue. Also, quick note here, for the vagus, don't forget about our vasovagal maneuver that drops your blood pressure and your heart rate. And lastly, we have 11, which is our accessory. This is responsible for neck, so I draw my nice neck here with some nice broad shoulders for shoulder shrug. Hope this helped you. Follow for more.